Okay, so this is the diffuse map. Okay, so the normal things here, okay, this one, right click, create material. Okay, so for the diffuse map. So for a diffuse map, you just add the colors into it. Okay, so just drag and drop to it. Okay, so this one is called diffuse map. So this one is a thin color. So after you implement the red and the white, and this is the opacity that you have for your red. Okay, maybe you can drop it. Okay, so normally we didn't thin anything, so it will be white if you didn't multiply by the colors. So next is the opacity map. So the opacity map is something like this. Okay, it will be have the transparency into it, values into it. We call it the opacity map.
Make transparency and cutout effects from grayscale images. The black part, transparent, will get cut out, the white part will be fully displayed. The gray values determine the transparency, alpha, level of the object. Unity is transparent will cut out. Use bright gray RGB, 253,253,253 on the opacity map to make two-sided 3D surface from plain mesh.
Okay, it will look like this. So the map, the net here, and you will see this. So open your, okay, download one of the net here. Okay, we download the net texture. Okay, you can choose one of it. Okay, I choose this one. For example, save your image as the net. Okay. So now open your Photoshop. Okay, you can just drag and drop your net to your Photoshop and open it. Okay, so this is your net that you have. Okay. We adjust a bit. Okay, the outcome is like this. Now mine. Okay, so we can Control L. Okay, to adjust the white and the black is more apparently okay, something like this. Okay, so make it don't have the grayscale here, and then we goes to the select and the color range. So we select the white color and we remove the white colors and just make it left the black colors. Need to have a transparency value. For transparency value, so we need to export to JPEG or PNG. If we have transparent value, means that we need to export to PNG. Okay, then you have a net with PNG. Okay, now you import this PNG to your Unity. Okay, this one is your net. Now we wanted to have a plane here. Okay, we added a plane to make it as our net. Okay, now we make it smaller a bit, roughly like 0.5. Okay, so make it longer a bit, 7. And the rotation, for example, 90. Okay, make it look like this. Okay, now you will notice that it will be the empty this side. Okay, right? So this one is too big. So I make it like hmm, then why we using this one? Okay, so okay, so now our net will look like this. Okay, so right click create material and we have a net map. Okay, so if we implement our net here, you can see it don't have the transparency value, correct or not? Okay, so what we need to do is, you see the render phase for the new version after 2018, so it can be choose the both. Now we see only fronts, okay, the fronts only. You see when you turn to behind it's transparent. Okay, so we need to change the renders to face to both. So now you go back to your behind, you will see it both sides already. Okay, don't have the transparency value. Okay, so for your this, okay, surface type we change to transparent. So now it will be have the transparency that our net is like this. Okay, we can change different and see the okay additive blending mode. Okay, multiply. Okay, so I think alpha. So alpha clipping, we check it. Okay, and then the threshold you can adjust. So now you can see through the things. Okay, so how about if you don't have the alpha clipping, you still feel like they have some transparent spaces, right? Still can see, you see this one. So we need to check this one alpha clipping. So now it clicked already. So this one can be used in, rather than that, you still can implement in web. Any idea? Okay, you can implement for leaf as well. Okay, for example, our leaf is like this. Okay, so we need to clipping the shape of our leaf. So now we can download one of our leaf here, leaf image. Okay, for example, okay, I get this image, okay, as our leaf. Remember, we need to have a transparency values. So save image as this one is your leaf. It can be basket as well. Okay, so same thing we need to put in our Photoshop. Okay, you can go to select and select the subject here. Okay, so just layer where copy, select this one. Okay, layer where copy. So now you can see our leaf is transparent value already. So goes to file, export to PNG. So write it as a leaf PNG. Okay, so now we take this image, this drag and drop to our Unity. Okay, now we have a transparency value already. Same thing, we have a plane 3D object plane. Okay, so we write as a leaf, for example. Okay, so now this one, right click create, okay, material, and we have a leaf map here. Okay, drag and drop your leaf here. But now when you implement, it will be have the white background here. Okay, so same thing goes to surface type, change to transparent. Okay, and we alpha, preserve the specular. Okay, this one front, you see, behind you cannot see the leaf already. So we need to change to both side. Okay, and alpha clipping it. Now you can see it still have the transparency outside. Correct or not? Okay, a plant can be very obvious here. Can see, right, the transparency here. So we need to check this alpha clippings. So now this is your leaf already. Okay, so you can see by implementing this one, okay, you have just one polygon with the textures only. So you can reduce a lot of the usage lah, polygon usage. So but it's a very realistic. So you can put like 0.5. So this is how they do the tree. But now they even advanced already. Their tree, they will make it. You see, this one is your coconut tree. So you implement this one and you apply to here. Okay, so it will look nice, coconut tree. Okay, get it? Don't do one by one. If you do one by one, also very expensive. You just entire and then you implement the entire this bigger leaf. So and then you have the shape. Then you implement this texture. It's the same. It's the same. So don't know you can get it or not. So maybe we can go to the blender. You see this one, just put it, just draw something like this and then you put it like this. Okay. So for the glasses as well, okay, this one you can have the glasses. So at the noise glass and windows transparent very well. So how to make these glasses? Like just let's try. So we just get the what glasses that we have. Um, okay, for example, the glass. Don't have glasses. Okay, so we take this one as an example, the classes, and we want to achieve this outcome. Okay, we try to get these classes. Okay, for our unity. Okay, so this one and export to FBX. So we can have a glasses. Export. Okay, so now we drag our models. I save to document. Where is the document? Export to 3D models. Okay, so glasses G drag and drop to your Unity. Okay, so now we have a glasses like this. We make it bigger size a bit. 100. Okay, so now we wanted to have a glasses effects. Right click, create, material, glasses. So for our glasses, normally we can just using the blue. Okay, implements to this. Okay, transparent. So does it look like the glasses? So you can make it transparent a bit. Okay, now it will be slightly look like glasses. Like this will be like this. Can look like glasses. Oh, if we have the glasses textures. Okay, for example, we get this one glasses texture. Is it okay? Not really, right? Okay. So is it like this will better? Multiply. Additive will be okay, right? So you see this is the glasses effects. Okay. Again, after you implement the smoothness, it will be like this. So it can be reflected the environment. Can see after you implement this one. Okay, it will be look more natural, right? Can you do this effect? Why are you laughing? What are you doing? Doing what again? Okay, so something like this, Okay, so for your windows and everything, right? So you need to implement the transparency value. Okay. So next, okay, it can be your hair as well. So your hair, okay, the fur and all the costume that you have a transparent part. Okay, so this is the examples of the opacity. You can be billboard, bright, okay, and so on. So now we need to have the next texture mapping is bump map. Any of you know about what is a bump map? Don't know. Okay, now you look at your orange again. Okay, is it look flat and very smooth, correct or not? But the natural orange, it will look like roughness. You will see the orange, the real one. Okay, can you see the roughness? Okay, can you see the roughness? Okay, in this one, you no need to use your blender to make your geometry dot dot dot. Okay, no need. You just need to use normal map. Okay, now you see the difference. This one, okay. Now we need to implement our normal map. So let's see what is normal map first.
Bump mapping uses the grayscale values of an image map to create variations in the shading of the surface to which the map is applied. It adds details to 3D models without increasing the number of polygons. In iClone, white areas of a bump map are shown as high and black areas are shown as low. By moving around the light source we can see how the angular light projection changes the bump look. If the light is facing the surface from a straight 90 degrees angle the bump effects are the least noticeable. Bump mapping is a technique in computer graphics for simulating bumps and wrinkles on the surface of an object. This is achieved by perturbing the surface normals of the object and using the perturbed normal during lighting calculations. The result is an apparently bumpy surface rather than a smooth surface, although the surface of the underlying object is not changed.
Okay, you can see this one also bump effect. This one is very flat and it will have the bump effects like this. Okay, so how to do this bump effects is you have this image, right? Okay, so duplicate Ctrl C and Ctrl V for your image. Okay, copy another one. Okay, so now you change the texture type. You see you will have a normal map here. Change to normal maps. Okay, for your texture type. Okay, you can have this one. Check this one. Create from grayscale. So this is the bumpiness that you can adjust the value, and the filtering you want the sharp or you want smooth. Okay, now you click apply, so it will become like this. After you get this image, okay, goes to the orange here. Okay, you can have this one. Okay, orange. We rename it as orange texture or orange map. So you will see the slot for the normal map here. So drag and drop this one to your normal map here. Okay, so now you see the effects will look like this, and you drag and drop to your orange. Okay, you see the bumpiness is too much already. Can you see? It's too much already. So you need to go back to your orange here. You can modify, make it slightly only, and click apply and reducing a bit. You see, still have the photo stop here. Okay, so you can adjust until you feel comfortable with. Okay, now it will look still a lot. Can reduce it, apply. Okay, so this orange, yeah, I think it's too big already, but the orange won't look like this, right? Okay, it can sharp and try out again. Okay, for your this one, the normal map can be negative. So because our orange, actually the bumpiness is not pop up, it will be like the intense, right? So you can have the negative 1, 9, 0.6, 0.2, 0.4. Not really nice, 6. Okay, so you can see it will have a bumpiness effects. Okay, can see the bumpiness effect. You can have if you have a positive value, so it will be bumps up. Okay, but if you have a negative value, so it will be intense. So you can see the effects. Okay, if you think this one not nice, you can find another textures to implement it. Okay, so I repeat, Control C, Control V, and you have the default textures. You change to normal map, and you create from the grayscale. So you adjust this one and click apply. Okay, you have this. So now you go to your normal map here. You have two tabs on normal map. This one is detail one. So we put the surface input here. So we put it here, and then you can have a negative 0.2, 0.1. So you will have these kinds of effects. Okay. So now you'll feel like your entire orange is not so flat. So you can see this one is the flat one, and this one will be the bumpiness. Can you see the difference? This one only have a diffuse map, and this one you will have a bump map. This one called normal map or bump map. Different software it will have a different name. Some they call normal map, some they call bump map, but in Unity we call it as a normal map. Okay, so you can have a negative value, positive value, the difference. So what else we can implement for our bump map? Okay, you can have a bump text. You can see you have the text here, right? Okay, this sample, you can have these effects as well. Can you do these effects for your text? Okay. So same thing, we goes to our Photoshop. Okay, you can have a 500, 500. Right click. Okay, so we just put it the name of it. Let's see, we just put the text. Okay, so we just type textures mapping. Okay, for our text, you can make it bigger a bit lah. Make it bigger size a bit. Up's not enough. Okay, 36. So we put it 30. Okay, so now this is our texture mapping that we have. Okay, so now we export as PNG. So texture mapping. Text. Save it. Okay, so now we drag our image texture mapping here. Okay, so for these cases, okay, orange. Okay, we wanted to keep the effects of our bump, and we have the effect of our text as well. So you can have the two material actually. Okay, we'll have the, you can see this one is one element of the orange map. You can add another orange map here. So right click, create material for our text. Okay, so for our text, you cannot see one. Okay, why our text is key? So goes to normal map. Or the text come down. Show in export. Oh, cannot see. Is it I can make it the white color? try this one. Okay, so for this one, okay, we can change to the normal map. Okay, create from grayscale. Okay, apply. Okay, so now we have these textures and we put it in the normal maps. So it will look like this. And then we go for our orange here. We can add two material here. So we add another material here. So it will look like, oh, this one. We put the text and we add another orange. Render small material has some. Okay, so for this one, we added the orange as well. Not really, oh. So then we need to like put it the textures for our orange here lah. Okay. So if we put the texture, JPEG. If we combine, so you can try and get the different effects. Okay, so goes to normal map, create from grayscale, apply. So now you have this, the first one, and the normal map here. So I can see it will be have like this now. Okay. Is it okay? So for your normal map actually is using the grayscale. So means that if the grayscale is goes to black colors, it will be indents. Okay, and the white color will be the higher area. So now you will have your orange here. The multiple style. Okay, so if I implement this one, you can see if I have an opacity so you have something like this. Okay, you can have a two material together. Okay, so add two material to your one object, one orange. I have two material here. So this one done. Can no issue, right? So we next. Okay, this one is the roughness map and the metallic map.
Roughness map Unity uses the standard shader, which combines roughness and metallic properties in a single texture called the metallic map. The roughness information is stored in the alpha channel of the metallic map. If your roughness texture is separate, you need to combine it with a metallic texture, or if you don't have a metallic texture, you can create a black texture, indicating non-metallic, and place your roughness texture in the alpha channel.
Okay, so this one. Okay, this one we call it as a specular map. Okay, I think we need to change classroom already.